What up, people? It's your boy K-Blao Hood X. You know what it is. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. Hear the birds chirping. So today is June 22nd. It is Juicy Smolier's birthday. Happy birthday, Jesse Smolier. It's the beginning of cancer season. So you know what that means. That means a lot of emotions. It's hot outside. Emotions run high, you know. It's Jesse Smolier's birthday. How you think people are gonna be acting? Speaking of acting, Jesse Smolier is an actor. He's cancer. So you got a lot of on this day you got people claiming to be one thing that they really not. It's the first day of cancer season. Like 0 degree. I might be wrong, but I don't know. Like today might be 0 degree cancer if I'm not mistaken. So people dealing with their emotions coming to the song. Let me put this on. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm saying people dealing with their emotions and not being able to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Cancer is opposite Capricorn. Capricorn is cardinal Earth. Y'all know this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Capricorn don't do good around this time of year. You know what I'm saying? And you talking about cardinal Earth, that's like Earth coming at you. So like you got fixed Earth like Taurus. You know what I'm saying? Then you got like beautiful Earth like Virgo. I hope y'all can hear me. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all can hear me. Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me off the wind. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to let my car cool off. I'm trying to turn my AC on. But I'm hoping y'all can hear me over the AC because the AC is blowing like right by the microphone. So y'all gotta kind of let me know if y'all can hear me. Alright, cool. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So Earth signs don't do good in this energy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't do good at this shit. Like, wait a minute, emotions, feelings, forgiveness, peace, joy, happiness? Nah. The Earth signs, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, they on some I gotta get my belt fixed so I can hit it. This the hoop. I'm in the hoopty. You know what I'm saying? I bought a hoopty. Normally I'm in the expedition. You know what I'm saying? But gas is fucking $20 a gallon. So I had to get a hoopty. You know what I'm saying? This is a 4-cylinder. It's a little Nissan. You know what I'm saying? So I'm riding a hoopty. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, get you a hoopty. You know what I'm saying? Save you some Earth signs. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna save some money. Get you a hoopty. You know what I'm saying? Ride around low key. I'm in Chicago, man. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be low key. Can't let nobody know what you got. But yeah, Earth signs, you're dealing with emotions. You know what I'm saying? This season, your natural instinct is what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what? You know, what are you doing? What are you like? You know, Earth signs go off on you. Wait, that ain't what you said you was gonna do. You said such, and now you trying to say such, and what? Like, you know, like it's like, nah, Joe. It's cancer season. This is that era. First, I'm letting you know the first day you got about 30 days of this. So you better get your car, get you know, playing spades. Like, take a look at your hand. Yeah, you got a shitty hand. You see what I'm saying? The water signs is winning. They got all the spades. You sitting there with a bunch of hearts and clubs in your hand. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? You know what I'm saying? Now you sitting at the table across from a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and they sitting there smiling, grinning, and you like, man, how they get all the cards? You know what I'm saying? So I start noticing, man, like slowly but surely, the Earth signs is losing this game. It's like in this season. Now once we get through this season, you know, we get the Leo season, it might be a different story. You know, like Earth signs might do good in this, but like right now, it's down. Now, the best advice I could give earth sign, you know what I'm saying? Read Galatians 5. You know what I'm saying? And because it tells you, especially like right around like verse 23, 20, it tells you, it's like, you know, you got the works of the flesh, you got the works of the word, for lack of a better word. You know what I'm saying? The works of the flesh is like, you know, they say jealousy, fits of anger, wild parties, and like liquor, getting drunk, all this type of stuff, you know, and you know, fits of anger. Hold on, bouncing. You know what I'm saying? So like, you might find yourself wanting to go off on the water sign, go get drunk. You know what I'm saying? Go get high. Make a bunch of videos like, you know, like on the internet and jump up why I hate the water signs and all that. Like, you might find yourself giving in to that energy. And we know we call these the works of the flesh. This is what the flesh do. You can't trust the flesh. The flesh is growing old, man. It's like you're sitting up under the sun, it's cooking, it's getting wrinkles, it's getting old. You see the gray hair coming in. You got the wrinkles and shit coming in, and your hair start falling out and all that. Like, the flesh is dying. So you put trust in that. You can't trust that. This is literally what we call the earth. Like, I've been making a couple of videos about earth ain't earth, in the aspect of the earth that you're sitting on with the flesh is not the same earth spinning around, you know, around the sun. The earth here on earth is dying. Now, the planet earth per se is not, it's been around for billions of years. You know, but you know what I'm saying, as an earth sign, somebody who was born from a seed on this motherfucker, you dying. You know what I'm saying? So when you give in to that, when you put your trust in what you see, your five senses that you can taste, touch, feel, smell, you know, see, all that, hear, you know, when you put trust in that, you already dying. So, you know, that's why you guys said, I'm an air sign, I'm a prayer. We get up and move. You know what I'm saying? I'm Aquarius. I don't, a lot of this shit, I know I'm supposed to feel, I don't feel shit. I'd be like, damn, I was supposed to feel something there, but I didn't feel nothing. You know, and that's why the more I started studying the Bible kept confirming something for me. I'm you know what I'm saying, in my 40s now. And I grew up in the Catholic Church. I grew up in the, you know, I spent some time in the Baptist Church. I kind of grew up, I went to Catholic school. I kind of had an idea of the word, but I didn't really start studying the word like how I used to study astrology. Like, I spent maybe 2000 and, I want to say 11, maybe 2010. About 2009, maybe like 2009, up until maybe about 2020, maybe 2019. I spent that time like deep in astrology, deep in tarot. You know what I'm saying? When I say deep, I mean, like, I don't know, you know, y'all sort of how you know, how advanced you are in astrology, tarot, and stuff like that. I don't know how advanced you are, but you come to a point where you got to start forcing yourself to learn things that's confusing. You got to wrap your mind around stuff that you don't understand. Like, somebody tell you, oh, well, you know, this sign is square this sign, or you know, stuff like that, or like, you know, the opposite axis and stuff like this, and fixed, cardinal, mutable. Like, you be like, wait, hold on, what? And like, you got to go past your own understanding and start like forcing yourself. You be like, okay, well, what does that mean? Like, you be watching one video and then they say something, you be confused, and you got to pause it. And then you go watch another video just to understand a certain part, then come back to that video. Like I went through that phase for like a long time. I was like forcing myself to understand concepts that like it would take me like a week just to really wrap my mind around it, you know. But eventually I got tired of that, and I started doing the same thing with the Bible, where I was like, all right, like, let me look at the Bible like if I was an atheist, and like I was like, all right, let's pretend all this is BS. Like, I don't believe in none of this. You know, just like a lot of people do with astrology. They be like, oh man, that's BS. That ain't real. You know, but like you know what I'm saying, will spend time, you know what I'm saying, watching videos, learning, trying to wrap your mind around it. You know, I did the same thing with the Bible, where I was like, look, I'm going to spend about 10, 20 years just constantly digging deeper into the Bible. And the more I started to dig deep into it, you know what I'm saying, the more I started to see, it's explained to me as an air sign why like a lot of stuff I didn't really care about. Like Jesus said, Mike, Paul used to tell me this all the time. He's like, man, be in this world but not of this world. And like, you tell that to Aquarius, it's like, hold on, you can't tell that to Aquarius because we already not really in this world already. Like, I really don't give a fuck already. So like, you're like, well, why not? Like, cuz, man, look, you can't trust this, you can't trust the flesh, you can't trust people. People tell you one thing and literally do the total opposite within 60 seconds. You tell somebody your name, they forget it, and I hope y'all can hear me. You know what I'm saying? You tell somebody your name, they forget that shit just 10 seconds right after you told them. You can't trust the flesh. Aquarius already don't trust the flesh. Especially like a Gemini. Gemini really don't trust, like, no, but nothing. Like, look at Tupac. You know what I'm saying? You look at, like, a lot of air signs, like, that's why a lot of air signs, like, you look at Kim Kardashian, she don't trust none of the dudes she ever been with. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't trust, like, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? We trust the word. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I'm not saying, you know, Tupac, Kim Kardashian, deep in the word like that, but it's like, now we trust the own words coming out of our mouths before we trust the next person. You know what I'm saying? We will always trust our own intellect before we trust the flesh of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But Aquarius, I'm fixed air. And I'm a water bearer. So it's like, I don't have to, you know, go in on the water like that. It's like, I got a whole, I got you right here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you to me, this is you. You know? That's it. I'm not gonna sit there and argue with a bottle of water. Like, I got you in my back pocket. You know, when you, and the Bible really had you like this, you'd be like, oh, okay. Have you guzzling the water? Have you guzzling the water? Because you can't really look at it like gaslighting, bro. You can't really look at it. I mean, you can, but like this, like I said, it's like an earth sign. You still look at it like an earth sign. You have to look at it for what it is. It's the worst of the flesh. The flesh is naturally dying. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It's like it's something that's dying. You know, it's trying to survive. So I ain't want to say this, but I've been studying calculus. Every couple years I go through a calculus phase, so I be same thing, be trying to wrap my mind around calculus. You know what I'm saying? And like one thing about calculus is they got this thing called f of x. You're like, what the fuck is that? F of x basically means function of x. Try to keep up. Like I said, I wasn't gonna say this. I don't want y'all to, you know, I don't want to lose y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to break this down as simple as I can, because like I still don't fully understand this myself. You know what I'm saying? But they got a concept called f of x. So it's like f and then it's got the x in parentheses. F of x. You know what I'm saying? It's basically y. The y. So you got like a cross, right? So you got the x-axis, you got the y-axis. But sometimes they'll call the y-axis, the up and down axis, called the f of x, which basically means the y-axis is nothing but a function of the x-axis. So you say, okay, try to keep up. So you're like, okay, x is 3. So like you say, okay, I'm gonna move 3 points to the right. It's x-axis. You say, okay, 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? So as you move 3 to the right, you say, okay, if x is 3, then say like y might be 2 or y might be 6. Like let's say like y is doubling. As you're moving toward 3, it's also going up, double. So it's like 6. So like on the cross, it'll be 3 over 6 up. So every 3 you go over is also going up 6. I hope I ain't losing. You know what I'm saying? So y is simple. Oh, come on, don't do that. Motherfucker in Chicago cannot drive. You know what I'm saying? So like y is simply a function of x. Y is not, like when you think of y, you can't think of y as something separate from x. It's like, no, it's just something that reacts to x. I hope you can get this. Like it took me like a week to really understand like what f of x is. It's like, what the fuck is f of x? It's like, well, it's basically y. You know, why don't you just call it y? Because y is dependent on what x is doing. So if y goes one spot, I mean if x goes one spot over, y might go up 10. You know what I'm saying? So like you go to 2, y is at 20. You go to 3, y is at 30. You go to 4. So it's like, this is simply dependent upon what x is doing. So what x does is going to determine what y does. I hope you can wrap your mind around it. So like when you're dealing with water signs, a lot of the time it can go negative or positive. So like you think you're like, okay, I'm gonna go over 3. But if you're dealing with water sign, he might go negative. Why? He'd be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go, you go over 3, I'm gonna go down 6. You're like, okay, well, why you do that? Because this is what their function is. Sometimes it's like there's negative. It's like, okay, just as soon as you wrap your mind around positive shit, you gotta remember there's a whole negative axis. You see what I'm saying? And it's like these motherfuckers will literally go the opposite way. You see what I'm saying? Just based on emotion. It's like they're literally the function. A lot of times it's like, Joe, the function of X is negative. Like a lot of times when you're dealing with, I'm not just saying water signs, but like in this season, if you're an earth sign, this is like literally for earth signs. It's like, Joe, try to wrap your mind around this shit. Like Galatians will tell you, you got the works of the flesh, you're saying, then you got the works of the word, which is like joy, peace, happiness, peace, mildness, things like this. Like I say, there's no law against these things. So, you know, just as soon as you try to wrap your mind around the fact that, okay, like this person is being negative, it's like, nah, actually, you being negative. Just in the whole way you approach the whole situation. It's like, it's an equation. Like they got the concept called derivatives. So like, just as soon as you call that person negative, they point the finger back at you calling you negative. It's like, well, no, it's just an equation. Like they say 2x plus 3 equals, I don't know, I'm just talking, you'll say 2x plus 3 equals 4. You'll say solve for x. You're saying, so like what you got to do is start maneuvering these numbers over here and start putting them over here. And it's like, okay, move this around here, and then you're going to solve actually. Right? So it's like there's an equation going on. So it's like say 2 plus 2 is 4. Well, 1 plus 3 is 4. So I'm saying 3 plus 1 is 4. Depending on how you move the equation around, you know, like they say, there's 2 sides to every story. There's 2 sides to every equation. So the best thing you could do is getting good at the math, like understanding, like, okay, this is the type of equation that you're working with. There's an operation going on, there's a function going on here, and you are in this equation. Now, y'all not equal. This is an equation. So saying, so the better you are at moving the math around, the faster, the more better the equation is going to be. You actually going to have a real function, where the function is going positive, like a graph is going up, it ain't going down. You see what I'm saying? Even now like the opposite side might not even be aware of the, like they don't even know what the fuck you talking about. You're like, well, hold on, what? Like, I don't even know that we own a graph. They don't even know what math is. They don't even know that, like, okay, my mind worked, like you look at the three of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles got like basically like a contractor discussing a deal, you know, about work. It's like, okay, well, like before you take on a job, you got to discuss the detail. Okay, I want you to do this, I want you to do this, we're gonna pay you this much for this. Like, they don't know what your skill is, they don't know the type of equation you got moving in. They just know that they want this result. You see what I'm saying? So the better you are at explaining your craft, the better you are explaining your talents and explaining why, okay, this is why this costs this much. This, if you want me to do this, it's gonna take this. Like, that's like, the better you are at like Galatians, you know what I'm saying, 5, was it 24, 25, like the better you are at just keeping peace, keeping it in that, mind you, this is Cancer season. You're gonna need to learn how to swim in that type of water. Your earth sign motherfucker is like, nah, fuck that. You gotta change your whole, you can't look at shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of earth signs, like, man, I used to have my mama right now in the hospital. You see what I'm saying? And she been going through it. You know what I'm saying? And it's only getting worse. You know, and I try to explain this same concept. It's like, yo, you a Virgo. Right? She born on the 15th. My mom born September 15th. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, you right. But you so right because you're gonna be in the hospital and the motherfucking water sign gonna be walking around smiling because it's their birthday. Look, they think about you. You know, you can overanalyze to the point where you be miserable and they be out celebrating their birthday, doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Capricorns, same thing. I was just talking to a Capricorn dude yesterday. He was like, man, I've been getting drunk for 3 days straight. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? What? Like, yeah, I'm hungover, bro. I'm like, so wait, you already hungover? And you drinking on top of hangover? He's like, yeah, the best cure for a hangover is to keep drinking. I'm like, bro, you know, and he can't even function half the time. Like he can't even function. And I'm like, you know we approaching cancer season, right? He's like, oh, what the fuck is that? Well, that's the reason why you doing the shit you're doing, the reason you feeling the way you feeling. Because the way your mind work in this season, that shit don't match. That's like what they call incongruent. Air sign can, mind you, I'm not saying all air signs, but like me as an air sign, I can see like a temperature gauge. It's almost like I can see like, okay, this is what it's gonna take to not blend in, but like this is what it's gonna take to operate in this type of equation. I'm not gonna force, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'll be glad last time I'm not an earth sign, because it's like, if you an earth sign, you an earth sign, you an earth sign. Everywhere you go, you an earth sign. Like under the air sign, mind you, I'm fixed air, but like the air can kind of move around a little bit and kind of weigh the situation out before making a statement, for lack of a better word, like, okay, no, this is what it is. Like, no, like, especially like Gemini is real good at this. Like, they kind of like read into the situation and be mutable enough to like, and be changeable enough and agreeable enough where it's like, okay, well, like, you know, my opinion really don't matter. You know, what I personally think, a lot, like, I'm Aquarius as hell. Like, I don't really, I'm not a Leo. It's like total, you got to think Leo, then think the total opposite. It's like, I don't trust myself enough to put myself out there like that. You see what I'm saying? And like, a lot of times, earth sign, they don't really trust themselves like that already. But then when you get pissed off because shit ain't going your way, you gonna double down on some shit that you weren't supposed to, like I said, it's the flesh. You ain't supposed to trust that shit from the beginning. Because you know damn well you a fucking idiot. Like, you know, but you trying to tell yourself, oh, I'm smart, I know this. How you gonna tell me I'm smart? I know what I'm talking about. You know what you're talking about. If you a psychic, if you got all this wisdom, how the fuck you couldn't see this shit coming? What the fuck is you doing studying astrology, tarot, predictions, all this type of shit, and you couldn't even, and you tell me you couldn't see that this motherfucker was gonna piss you off, you know what I'm saying, and you didn't know how to react to it. You ain't got no reaction to it. Well, yeah, you gotta get off the astrology and all this and start reading the Bible, start getting better morals, start getting your core intact. You look at a piece of fruit, I wish I had a piece of fruit in here. Then you think about a piece of fruit, like an orange. You be like, oh man, it's a nice looking orange. You open it up, and you look at it, and it's rotten as hell on the inside. You be like, wait a minute, the whole core of this motherfucker is right. You didn't know that on the outside. You was looking at it like, oh, that's a nice looking piece of fruit. Yeah, but the core is fucked up. That's how a lot of times the earth sign be. They be like, yeah, it look good on the outside. But my water signs be the same way. Any sign could really be like this. I'm only really going hard on the earth signs because we in Cancer season. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna need this. You know what I'm saying? You really got to look at your core in this season. You know what I'm saying? And see like, how, okay, like I said, you got a circle, right? You think of a circle, then you got the center of the circle. But then even in that center, you have a core of that center. And you gotta be like, okay, what is your real core self, your real core values? You know what I'm saying? How easy or how hard is it to piss you off? Do you focus on the negative shit before you focus on the positive? Because we live in a world that's dying. So it's like just as much life as there is, there's just as much death. And you gotta say, oh, like you say, the glass half full, glass half empty. A lot of times, earth signs, you know what I'm saying, especially in a season like this, it's more prone to look at the situation as the glass is more half empty than half full. You see what I'm saying? Now me, I'm a water bearer. It's like, no, the glass is always half full. I'm a water bearer. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I crash this motherfucking car right now. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, the glass gonna be half full somehow, some way. The glass still gonna be half. I'm still alive, ain't I? I'm still breathing. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying? You hang around with an earth sign long enough, they gonna have you looking at everything like, oh man, you fucked up. Man, you look at you fucked up. Why the fuck you do that shit? Like they don't do good with like forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Man, instant forgiveness. Like I got a video I was talking about before called it Super Mario. You know what I'm saying? Super Mario strategy. It's like, man, I got 99 lives, bro. Like you kill me up. Like Cat got 9 lives. You kill me 8 times. Now I'm gonna get up. Like prayers, we like robots, bro. We get right back up and keep moving. It's like, oh well, fuck. It was a game anyway. Think about Michael Jordan. You know, in the final, they lost to Detroit for years before they finally beat, you know what I'm saying, Isaiah Thomas. They was losing. The Bulls used to suck. They had Doug Collins, I think it was, as their coach. They used to be horrible before Phil Jackson came in. Bulls used to, they went on to, at the time, had the best record in NBA history. But it took years for them to get to that point. And like Jordan, you gotta understand, like Jordan used to take L's, man. Jordan used to take hella, man, all right, side note. So I just bought some new Jordan. So I'm rocking some Jordan and shit. Cop the Jordan. But Jordan used to take hella L's before he, now I'm about to crash a car, put my shoe on, making a YouTube video at the same time talking about Michael Jordan. So Jordan used to take like they lose to the Pistons, right? You go look this up. They still got some of them on YouTube. Like they take a loss to the Pistons in the playoffs, and like, yeah, you're going home, game over. And like you just lost, and you talking within 5 seconds. You got a dude with a microphone in your face, like Jordan, what happened? Why did you guys lose? And it's like I can't even process the fact I'm about to go home. The season's over. You got the other team, you got the Pistons over here celebrating, jumping up and down. You got confetti moving all through the, you in Detroit. You're saying you watching all these people clap to your loss. And you know what I'm saying? And like you got a dude with a microphone in your face, like, so what happened? Man, get the likes, man. You know, y'all watching, man, click the like button. So I'm saying, please click the like button. So I'm saying, I got a shadow ban on my account. You know what I'm saying? So the only way I can really get these videos out is y'all gotta like the video. So please, man, like, you know what I'm saying, click the like button. It only take you a second. Just click the like button. So meanwhile, they got this microphone in Jordan's face. They like, Joe, like, what happened? You know, and like, Jordan is Aquarius as hell. So it's like, you know, they train a lot of NBA players on how, back in the day, they used to train them on how to talk to the press. There was a certain way you had to talk to the press. Because like by the time Kobe came around, Virgo, and like LeBron came around, Capricorn, they put the microphone in their face, they get the raw reaction, like how they play. My team, I need to get the fuck off this team. This team is trash. So I'm saying, I'm out here, the only one out here doing work, and everybody like, this how Kobe and motherfuckers like LeBron used to react. This is why like, motherfuckers like LeBron had to jump on like, you know, 3-4 teams before he won a damn title. He switched teams, you know what I'm saying? Jordan never switched teams. You see what I'm saying? And like this literally like the difference between how air sign reacts to some bullshit versus like how earth sign reacts to bullshit. It's like, Joe, we all on the same team, right? You can't start dogging your teammates. We all going to the same locker room. I can't shit on my teammates and then go in the locker room with them and start changing. Well, I'm supposed to be the leader of the team. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Jordan was brilliant at being, what's the word I'm looking for? Class. Like he had class in the way he would take a loss. Like he was like, man, you know, they got the best of us. They were the better team. So I'm saying, I see we got to work on this, that. I can see where our weaknesses is. I can see where our strengths is. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we get them next year. You know what I'm saying? And he would adjust. You know what I'm saying? They went out and got Phil Jackson. They went out and got a better coach. You know what I'm saying? They did some Zen meditation. Like you can read Sacred Hoops book by Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Talk about a lot of how you put yoga and Zen philosophy into basketball, which was like rare at the time. You know what I'm saying? And they strengthened their core and they became the best team in NBA history at the time. You see what I'm saying? And Jordan never pointed the finger at his team. Like he didn't get along with Dennis Rodman. You see what I'm saying? But he never put it out there like that. You see what I'm saying? It was like Jordan never really trusted his own insight. You see what I'm saying? When dealing with losses. You see what I'm saying? He always took personal responsibility. Man, I'm the leader of this team. It's my fault. So I'm saying, I need to work on this. I need to work on being a better leader. You know what I'm saying? By the time I said Kobe came around, and then you lead up to motherfuckers like LeBron and shit, they sitting there pointing the finger at their own teammate, man, it's fucking his fault. This motherfucker sucks. You know what I'm saying? This is the earth sign shit. It's like the glass half empty. It's like, well, you still got a team. You still making millions of dollars a year. You still, you know what I'm saying, got next year. You so focused on pointing the finger and keeping this negative spiral going, you're not even focusing on your strength. You see what I'm saying? So you can't expect a lot of times like an earth sign to take a sacrifice like that. Like they don't do good with sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Like mind you, like in a baseball, they got a concept called the sacrifice play. Like mind you, if you don't know baseball, I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to make this as quick as I can. But like baseball, they got a thing called the sacrifice bunt. So it's a bunt. Like I don't know if you know what a bunt is, but it's like they'll throw the ball and then like the dude will go like he'll put this like if this the bat. he don't swing it like this. He'll just put it like blink, and like the ball will just hit it, and it'll fall like right there in front of the catcher. You know what I'm saying? And he'll run knowing he gonna get out. You know what I'm saying? Like 9 times 10, the catcher gonna pick up the pitcher, gonna pick up the ball and throw it to first base, and he gonna be out. So that, but the only reason he did that was to advance his teammates, like to advance the play. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm gonna do a sacrifice bunt. I'm gonna let myself get thrown out. You know what I'm saying? Just so I can advance my teammates. This is natural Aquarius shit. Like a lot of times, like mind you say, Aquarius is total opposite of Leo. We don't give a fuck about ourselves like that. We willing to sacrifice. Mind you, like a lot of times we be operating off this without even knowing it. You know what I'm saying? So like, but when somebody come along and confirm it, it's like yes, like damn. So that's why I'm kind of like that. Like, you know, when I say I was studying the Bible, I started to learn these. So I was like, man, so like, this is why I don't really give a fuck. A lot of times, like shit, I know I'm supposed to be going off on. Like I didn't feel nothing. Like you know how many times? Like I remember one time I was like maybe 19 years old. This was right when I got out of boot camp in the military. I was in the Navy. And when you're in boot camp, they send you, when you're on submarine, I used to be on submarine, they send you this place called Groton, Connecticut. I was in Groton, Connecticut. There was literally nothing to do. So like one things we always used to do in Groton was go to New London. New London, Connecticut got a mall called Crystal Mall. So you used to walk around this mall and bag chicks. Like this is what we used to do. Like I used to have a piece of paper. I used to write girls, like I used to have a big ass black book full of girls' phone numbers. So I used to collect girls' numbers like motherfuckers collect baseball cards. You know what I'm saying? And like, I remember mind you, I was fresh. I was like, I only had sex, like I didn't start having sex until like maybe senior year in high school. I think I was like 17 when I lost my virginity. Whereas like my friends was already having sex and they was like 13, 14 years old. I was shy as hell. Mind you, I ain't gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? But it took me a long time before I could get comfortable, you know what I'm saying, having sex, you know what I'm saying, with a woman. Especially because like I was really, like they used to pump us full of like STD shit. It's like, oh, you get AIDS, like that. TLC Waterfalls, I don't know if you remember Don't Go Chasing Water, it was a huge record, right? Around the time I was like junior, senior year in high school. So like concept of HIV, Magic Johnson had AIDS. So like I was always scared I was gonna catch AIDS. You know what I'm saying? So like I was very uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying, having sex. You know what I'm saying? But like by the time I got out of boot camp military, like that shit was out the fucking window. You know what I'm saying? So like I remember the first time, like one of the first girls that I had, you know what I'm saying, met at this mall. You know what I'm saying? We started talking. And like this was like one of the first girls I really explored my sexuality with. You know what I'm saying? But like, and I might, to this, I don't even remember her name. So I kind of remember what she looked like. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, and as time went on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember thinking like, man, like, hold on, okay, like, I think I like this girl, but like, something about this girl I really don't like. Like, I like exploring sexuality with her. I like, obviously like her body. I like, you know, being sexual with her. But like, I remember thinking, man, I don't really like this girl, like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, she was just the one that was willing to, you know, get naked with me and let me touch on her. You know what I'm saying? But like, I didn't really, like, if I could guess her sign, I would guess maybe she was like a Leo, maybe a Taurus, like, or maybe even an Aries. Like, she was just like, she had this real fiery personality that was like just kind of extra a little bit. Like, and like, she was just kind of disagreeable a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I remember like kind of dismissing her for this other girl that I really liked. I remember her name was Amber. So I'm saying, so like as I started getting closer to Amber, I was still young. I didn't really know how to break up with a girl. So like I was on some player shit. I was dating multiple women at the same time. So I'm saying, as I started to date Amber, this other girl, you know what I'm saying, we call her Melissa. I don't think that's her name, but like this girl Melissa really didn't like that shit. But she kind of noticed I was getting, you know, distant. You know, so she would call me more, and I wasn't calling her as much. I wouldn't pick up the phone, stuff like this, you know. So I remember, same shit, I was back on the hunt. This was about maybe like a month later. I was walking around Crystal Mall, and I saw her walking with this tall dude. I'm tall. Dude kind of looked like he was like what they call it in the multiverse, a variant. Like this dude was like literally like a variant of me. I kind of looked like, yeah, that nigga look. This is very rare this happened. I was like, yo, this nigga look just like me. The hell is this? And she was walking, and she saw me, and like when she saw, I'll never forget this. Like she saw me, and she kind of put her hand around dude, like, and grabbed onto his arm, and looked over at me and kind of gave me this grin, like, haha, like, motherfucker, I got a new man. And I remember looking at this and I was like, this bitch stupid as hell. And like, I mean, someone told me, like, why is she stupid? I was like, cause she think I give a fuck. I can kind of feel her like trying to provoke me, but like under the Aquarius Act, it wasn't nothing there. And I was like, I know I'm supposed to be feeling something. I know I'm supposed to be feeling something, like some type of jealousy, something. But like I didn't feel nothing, and I had to go sit. I remember I went to the food court and I sat down. And I was thinking, I was like, and I was laughing. Like the whole time I was laughing, like not really like laughing. I just had like this sick kind of smile on my face because I was like, she did me a favor because like I didn't really know how to break up with. Like I never dumped a girl before. Like you see what I'm saying? And I was like, man, she did me a solid because like I didn't know what I was gonna do with that situation. I was like, am I supposed to be jealous here? Why don't I feel nothing? And I remember it was the first time I realized that like I don't get jealous like that. Like I don't have the normal cliche soap opera reactions that like a man's supposed to have. Like I didn't feel nothing. And I was like, why the hell don't I feel nothing? To this day, I still kind of, I was like, man, why didn't I feel nothing there? I was supposed to feel something, I didn't feel nothing. And like, I was happy for her. I didn't realize I was happy for her until like years later. I was like, you know what? I was actually happy that she found somebody who, I guess in her fantasy, looked just like me. You know what I'm saying? But maybe he was like a water sign or something like that. Maybe he just kind of catered her emotions in certain ways that I couldn't. But like ultimately, I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I really wish I could have thanked her for that moment. And I'm only telling this in that like earth signs, you look about the glass half empty, glass half full. Earth signs, you need to wrap this shit around your mind. It's like, Joe, like you don't need to trust your own instinct. You don't even like you better off trusting the word. You know what I'm saying? Understanding the type of person that you're dealing with. You know, especially in this season, in Cancer season. Because like, I'm not saying just water signs react like the air signs react. Everybody is on some me. It's Cancer season. It's Jussie Smollett birthday. Think about what I'm saying. Everybody is on some acting. Everybody's acting. Like you're putting out a front. Like everything cool. You know what I'm saying? When it really ain't. You know what I'm saying? You ask somebody, man, are you happy? They go, oh yeah, I'm happy. Like motherfucker, you like Doctor Strange. Like I went and saw Doctor Strange finally. Saying about 2 days ago. I saw it twice. And one of the main things they kept asking was like, are you happy? And he was like, yeah. And it was like, no, you ain't. You know what I'm saying? And like, this is the season we in right now with the Cancer season. It's like, motherfuckers be sitting there smiling one moment and then literally like 3 seconds later they be sitting there crying. Oh, my life is messed up. What am I gonna do for my life? Like, Joe, you just said 10 seconds ago you was happy. I'm not happy. Why the fuck you asking me for this? Like, oh shit. It's like an acting thing going on right now. Everybody pretending they something that they not. You know, the ego, like Jeremiah 17:9 say, the heart is deceitful above all things. Motherfuckers lie to themselves. You know, and these times, it ain't just a Cancer that's gonna lie to you. Everybody lying to themselves right now. Everybody's trying to put on a front or put on this act. Like, oh, I'm this or I'm that. I'm a astrologer. Or I'm a tarot card. Oh, I'm a priest. Oh, I know I'm going to heaven. Oh, I know the Bible. Oh, I know. It's like everybody's trying to, you know, play this, get this Oscar-winning performance in The Matrix. You know what I'm saying? When The Matrix ain't got nothing for you but that. You know what I'm saying? So what is the point of trying to be put on an act like you this strong, whatever you trying to portray yourself to be, when the reality is that we all dying. You know what I'm saying? It's better to admit you a sinner, admit that you weak, and throw all of that stress on Jehovah and let him take care of it instead of you trying to force it and do witchcraft or go study astrology videos or put a spell on somebody or wishing bad karma on the next person. It's like, nah, man, get that shit to Jehovah and let the karma play itself out. And you like Poe used to tell me all the time, he's like, sometimes you might not even be around to see the karma that this person gonna get, but you know what I'm saying, when you put your, it's like Shazam, bro. Like I said, they got this character in DC called Shazam. Now mind you, Black Adam, they got the new movie coming out with The Rock. It's called Black Adam. That's a big ass plane, 747 flying right over my head. They got this movie called Black Adam coming out, and it's kind of the same deal with the Shazam movie that came out not too long ago, where like they got this wizard that they call on. His name is Shazam. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, they be kind of weak, or like they be I don't know if Black Adam has the same storyline, but like in Captain Marvel of DC, not Marvel. You know, they call him Shazam movie because they couldn't call him Captain Marvel. You know what I'm saying? But Captain Marvel in DC, this is really a little scrawny little boy. You know what I'm saying? And what he'll do is when he get into some drama, he'll call on this wizard named Shazam. He'll go Shazam, and he'll turn into this big diesel ass superhero, kind of like Black Adam. There go another 747. You know what I'm saying? It's like in Romans 13, it said, all those who call on the name of the Lord will be saved. When you call on the name of Jehovah, it's guaranteed results. You know what I'm saying? Read Job 13. That's some shit I highly suggest you read. Read Job 13. Because it tell you, like, man, I ain't got to deal, like, in the gate. As soon as you read Job 13, it's one of the first things they tell you in the gate. Like, man, I ain't got to deal with you. I know Jehovah. That's fam. I can go to Jehovah. You know what I'm saying? I go straight to the source. I ain't got to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you think. I got Jehovah on speed dial. Just like Shazam. You see what I'm saying? And when you start dealing with that, you know what I'm saying, you start wishing that Jehovah don't intercede on some negative shit. You like, man, I hope. You know, so you start praying for like Jesus say, pray for your enemies. They go another 747. You know what I'm saying? Like you start loving your enemies. You like, cause you don't even want to wish that on your worst enemy when Jehovah step in. You see what I'm saying? You be like, man, I'm just gonna pray for you. Cause obviously, like they said, that function of X, like look this up, like they got, what's it called, sine and cosine in math. Well, that's really trigonometry. That's not calculus. You know what I'm saying? This is one last thing I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. They got this concept in trigonometry called sine, which is basically spelled sin. But sometimes it's spelled sine, S-I-N-E. You know what I'm saying? But in math, it's sometimes it's sin, S-I-N. Like that's the abbreviation, it's sin. You're like, wait, they got sin in math? Like, yeah, believe it or not. So what is sine and cosine? We're like, well, they got this thing called the hypotenuse. You're like, wait, hold on, like, don't want to lose you. Hold on, slow down. You get a triangle, right? Typically, like a triangle has like you get a triangle with a right angle in it. So it's like boom, 90-degree angle. You know what I'm saying? The line that's opposite, not the hypotenuse, but the line that's opposite to the 90 degree is what they call sine. You can look this up yourself. So I'm saying, so sine is the opposite of 90-degree angles. Sine is 90 degrees is upright. Sine is the opposite of upright. It's like the angle, like the small little angle that's in the corner, that's opposite of the 90-degree angle. So it kind of translates over the same concept when you talk about in the Bible when they talk about sin. It's the opposite of upright. It's the opposite of truth. In math, it worked the same way. Where like sine is the opposite of the 90-degree angle. You know what I'm saying? So you got certain people that just living in a natural state of sine, not essentially sin, but like what they call in math, they call it sine. It's like, you know, these motherfuckers is opposite of the 90-degree angle. I hope you're getting it. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just part of the equation. Now, the goal of the 90-degree angle is not necessarily to change, you know what I'm saying, this sine into, you know, a 90-degree angle. It's like, nah, that's just a sine. That's just what that angle is. You know what I'm saying? And the equation is going to work itself out regardless. You know what I'm saying? So if you a 90-degree angle, it's not your job to turn the sine into 90-degree angles. You know what I'm saying? And get mad when they don't. It's like, no, motherfucker, that's a 30-degree angle. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? The best thing you can do is be the best 90-degree angle that you can. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no point in trying to convince me or the next person that this person is glass is half empty. It's like if it's half empty, just let it be half empty and focus on your glass, which is still half full. This is coming from a water barrel or Aquarius. You know what I'm saying? I hope you getting this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, in the meanwhile, hold on. Damn, are you serious? It's only 1:30. I thought it was later than that. All right, so on that note, get you some water. Have a swig. I'm gonna tell y'all something too real quick before I get out of here. Man, click the like button. Click the like button. I got a shadow ban on my account. Get you some of these, bro. This is shit. This is shit. I love these. You know what I'm saying? I've been eating a lot of canned fruit. Now, man, I know some people is thinking this. Well, what the fuck you eat? It's got all type of shit. It's like, yeah, well. Mind you, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I mean canned fruit because you know what I'm saying. The processing of canning, I've been researching. Like when you know how they actually seal shit in a can. Some deep, some dope shit to look up. Like they put shit in a can and then they take this can and they put it in hot ass water. Saying they basically almost boil it. I'm saying all cans. This is any can. Like when you put fruit or vegetables in a can, it's sitting in water. They basically boil it. You know what I'm saying? Because what that do, it creates pressure inside the can and it kills like any germs. Can't shit really get in. You know what I'm saying? So when you eat shit out of a can, believe it or not, this is why like motherfuckers back in the day, like your grandparents and shit like that, your great grandparents, this is all they used to eat was shit out of a can. These motherfuckers used to live and they were like 90 or 100 years old, eating shit out of a can. You know what I'm saying? Because it's less like my preservatives is one thing. I try not to get stuff with preservatives because like that shit, like mind you, some preservatives is good, but like you know what I'm saying, most stuff like especially like canned fruit that come out of a can is been preserved in a way that when it hits your body, it has a similar effect on your body, and that it's gonna preserve your body a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Than like you open up an apple. Or like you bite into an apple and then like maybe like I don't know, like 2-3 minutes later it's already turning brown, it's already decaying. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of fruit, when the oxidation hit it, it kind of kill that shit real fast. Like essentially you open up a banana or you let a banana sit on the table, saying you watch how it get brown way more quick versus like if it's sitting up in a can and you preserve it, it lasts longer. So when you eat it, you kind of catch those preservatives. So I hope that makes sense. So like I've been smacked. This is one of my favorite. I don't really like this as much. You know what I'm saying? The fruit cocktail, this shit is kind of gross. I ain't gonna lie. But I do like the peaches, like the canned peaches, the canned pears. You know what I'm saying? That shit is the shit. So get you some water, get you some fruit. You know what I'm saying? It don't necessarily need to be canned fruit. You know what I'm saying? That's just a piece of advice. But like, man, get you some water, get you some fruit. Like what's the name? Sinful to peace say. You know what I'm saying? Get that anger out your heart. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking at my channel, waiting for me to put out why I hate this sign, why I hate Leos, why I hate Taurus. Yeah, I know that's probably why you subscribe. You probably want to see me go in. Maybe eventually one day I will. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's more important that you get that hate out your heart. So I'm saying a lot of that shit, the videos I was making was trolling. You know what I'm saying? Because people was asking me to make it. So I'm saying I made the why I hate Pisces video because I had real beef with Pisces. So I'm saying the other videos came out there, why I hate Scorpio, why I hate Gemini. Like a lot of that shit was by request. You know what I'm saying? It's not really who I am. I was just doing it because I don't make videos off of. I don't make money off my YouTube channel. Like I probably could. You know what I'm saying? But like my goal, I'm not trying to get rich off this. It's not about monetizing. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like half these videos I could go monetize, I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really give a fuck. I really go fucked up to say I really don't give a fuck about y'all. Like half the time I don't even answer to these motherfucking comments like this. Like I see them, but I don't give a fuck about y'all like that. Like I don't trust y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't trust my subscribers. You know what I mean? Fucked up experience I had to have with my subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like, I'm not that I'm, trying to shit on y'all, nothing like that, but like, I can't trust y'all motherfuckers like that I can't even trust y'all to hit the fucking like button. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why the fuck would I trust y'all? Like, to my survival rate, you know what I'm saying? Like trusting y'all to pay me to survive. Like I'm eating off y'all supporting me. Like I would never trust y'all like that to try to support my life. Like hell no. Like hell no. You got your fucking mind. I don't fuck with y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? On another note, you know what I'm saying? If you do rock with me, click the like button. If you don't. So I get it. That's why I don't fuck with y'all like that. So on that note, you did.